Yep, it's a shame, all right, especially when you just watch 3 or 4 hours with 70 to 100 people more watching it with you about improving transparency of a federal advisory committee. Transparency is what we watched today. Transparency for what? Transparency to find out more about the investigation on the SBA, OIG, and SIGE too, CIGE. Here's what was found out today in those 4 hours. Are you ready? Absolutely nothing. What we found out today that the committee knows, these Congress men and women that are supposed to have our backs, that are supposed to know what's going on and inform us via committee hearings. But what we're really seeing with it was their inadequacy of dealing with your money. You ever seen the prejudice map? It's a prejudice map. And it puts you in a location and says, if you live in this location, you can't get any assistance. You ever seen that map? To me, that sounds like more of a OIG investigation we need. That sounds like more of an investigation is who put that section in there, 331, that eliminates more than half of the businesses in America right off the bat because of where you lived. Saying you didn't get affected by COVID. Not as much as these people. And not only are they going to get 10,000 more than you, but we're going to give them another 5 too. So there is 15,000 more than you because you live in a different area. So if I said you can get it on this side of the tracks, but you can't give it to them over on that side of the tracks, that would be prejudice. I'd be separating the communities like this. Here, I'm just going to do this. You were affected and you weren't. But is that really a logical decision of deciding who's affected by it? Or would you be more or less likely to say, okay, wait a minute, these people were affected. These people are saying they weren't affected. So there's some people over here who really weren't affected. But because they live there, they're going to get the money. There's people over here who were affected, but we're not giving it to them because they live there. Is that logical? To me, that's prejudice. It's totally against what we're trying to do, what we're trying to move forward with, transparency. We're trying to move forward with quit judging people by where they live. Quit judging people by what they look like. Quit judging people and keep your promise to all the people. Now there's 80 billion in fraud that they're saying right now. They're describing 40% of all these loans are fraud. They don't want to come out and tell us to our face, tell me I'm a fraud. I haven't gotten my second round. Why? Because you're saying that we're frauds. I know. I'll tell you where the fraud is coming from, ladies and gentlemen. After seeing that meeting today, the fraud is those people that were in that meeting today. Those people that were saying, hey, we got to figure out how to get more power to go in there and make sure we can manhandle the whistleblowers and the OIG, the Congress and the Senate has control over these people who are supposed to be doing their job. When the Congress and Senate ain't doing nothing for anybody except asking for more power to do more nothing. Chuck Schumer. Is that your signature? Pelosi, is that your signature? Nydia Velasquez, is that your signature? Ben Cardin, that your signature? Sherrod Brown, that yours? Maxine Waters, that's yours? You promised us $10,000. Bernie Sanders, I got yours here too. You want to see it? Bernie Sanders right here. Is that your signature? Benjamin Cardin again. Senator Chris Coons. That your signature? Once again, Charles Schumer. Thank you for promising us that $10,000 if we got you in office. It was a promise that you guys are lying about and you did not keep. You're losing our money and you're not giving the American small businesses what you promised them. They're going out of business right now as we speak. NC. I would like to say that for all of you that watched the transparency hearing today, very disappointing, and finding out absolutely nothing, only them a more power grab to give the people who have absolutely no idea more power. Even I was impressed with one of the congressmen. He came on and said, "Look, man, I don't know a whole lot about what's going on because I'm doing 10,000 other things right now." And that's the way it is with the congressmen and senators right now. They're doing 10,000 other things. I know more about what's going on with the idol than they did. The people watching today on our chat, the people who were watching it, we knew more about what was going on in the hearing than the people who were there. Because we're not doing 10,000 other things. We have a job, and then we're looking at our money, and this is our money. It's not their money, so they don't care as much. So why aren't we the ones making the decisions for this? They say that they've got this under control. They say that we're the ones that the small businesses are the ones that are frauds. They're so full of it. They're so full of it. I would take any one of those committee members, any one of you senators, any one of you congressmen, and put you and debate you any day of the week. Any day. I would love to. Oh, I would love to have a debate over this with you, Pelosi. Oh my gosh, Schumer. Come on, bring it. Rubio, you too. I think you're the one who did 331, Rubio. Bad idea. And if it wasn't you, stand up and say, hey, it wasn't me. We got a bunch of fakes, phonies, and frauds signing things saying they're going to do stuff for you, even with promissory notes to you. And then they go back and they say, small businesses, I'd never heard of them. Oh, it's Small Business Week? Let's pretend we did something. Schumer goes out with, we just did $28.6 billion in restaurant money to get the restaurants paid. Yeah, but you know what? You did over $300 billion in EIDL grants and loans, and you know what? Nobody getting it. You can do $10 trillion, but if nobody gets it, it don't matter what you did. So you can give numbers to the public all you want and sugarcoat what you're doing because you really aren't doing much, Schumer. You're really not. I'm sorry to be a little bit upset today, but I just watched another committee hearing that literally, once again, in your face, we're doing nothing for you. Yeah, no, I'm not editing anything today. I'm feeling like Jason McElhone today. Guys, there is so much going on behind the scenes right now. The fire is on. We're turning it up on them. And you know what? They're going into their little, let's make them look over here. Let's send them this way. Make them look this way. They're trying to make the public look at small businesses as if you are the fraud. Yes, that is what's happening. And they're trying to figure out how to control the narrative by getting in the OIG saying, hey, we're the Congress and Senate. You guys need to come bring all your information to us and we'll let you know what you can do and what you can't, who you can put up on the stand, who you can't. Give us more control. Because we don't want people like Speaknsee or Jason McElhone calling us out like that anymore. And if the news does get out, if there's actually a news channel that will take $200 billion loss as a story, it's over. And what I saw today is you know more about the idol than they do. We know more about what is taking place and what happened throughout all their transactions and what they've said and done. They've been doing so much they don't know what they did. They've been doing so much, their tunnel vision and it's human. It's human error. I get that. But if you accept that as human error, please take S513 to the floor and fix it. Yes, we made you a promise. Gosh, maybe we shouldn't have did that. But you know what? We want the trust of American people. Here is your money that we promised you. Give us our money that you promised us. Take it to the floor. S513 to the floor. No more if, ands, or buts. This is National Small Business Week? Is it so that we can come out here and you can spew and throw up over on all of us? So let me just make this, I implore you, Senate, out there, anybody listening to the small businesses of America, I implore you to check out my channel, look at my comments, read the reviews, and then read the testimonies. And I ask everybody here that's watching, please put your testimony down below. Put what's happened to you down below so that these people can read it and get an understanding of what's happened to our promised money they said they were going to give it to us. We closed our doors. We closed our doors. You said you would take care of it. And we were responsible business owners. We shut our doors and took the loss. Some of us didn't lose the 30% you're talking about because we were busy working an extra 100 hours a week and doing everything we had to do. But you know what? You said you were going to compensate us for that. So we took joy in doing it and we had to get it done. But now we're barely getting by. And you promised us that money. So deliver on your promises. I'm calling them out. And I want to let everybody know we're going to have Alan Ellison, a progressive senator who's going to be running to unseat Marco Rubio. He'll be here Thursday at 5 o'clock for an interview. And we're going to talk to him about this. We're going to ask him, hey, Alan Ellison, what do you think about the EIDL $10,000 grant for low-income communities only that was promised to all small businesses in the CARES Act? What do you think the dealy-hoo is? Keeping it real with what do you think happened? How can we fix it? What would you do? We need new people, peeps. We need new people because you know what? This stuff's got to go. What we got now has got to go. These politicians we got suck. You guys suck. Your brains are gone. You're so detached from reality. They're so detached from the American people. So detached. We need new representatives. We need to get rid of Pelosi. We need to get rid of Schumer. I could literally name every single politician out there right now. They need to go. Every one of them. I can't name one that's done anything good. Or if they do something good, they come right behind it, like Salazar. She does something great, and then comes right behind it, and I'm an idiot. Oh, yeah, I want to help the small businesses. Let's do this, but nah, I don't want to do that. What? Come on, talk about bipolar. We have a bipolar Congress and Senate. And what about our president? Where's he at? Is anybody talking about this, or is he too busy eating Jell-O? I don't know. Even our vice president, Kamala, where are you at? You were the one who gave Guzman this big push and put her on center stage and said, this is the woman for you. This is your small bit. And you know what, Kamala, we believed you. And we still have a little bit of trust. We have a little bit of trust that maybe they're going to do the right thing. Maybe they're going to do the right thing here. There's still that bit of trust that we're holding on to right now. Man. Somebody. Give it to me. Somebody.